We are back with reading every book on my bookshelf, and for episode 2, I decided to go with a true American classic, S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders. I've never read this book, I was never assigned it in school, but my brother was, so this was his copy. I had very high expectations going into this book because its reputation precedes it, and I know that it's very, very important to middle school girls and people of all ages around the world. And honestly, I have to say, it lived up to the hype. I immediately identified with Ponyboy right from the beginning because he likes going to the movies by himself and he loves reading books and he feels too sensitive for the world sometimes, and I just wanted to protect him so badly. Reading this for the first time as an adult and not as maybe a 12 to 14-year-old like a lot of kids who are reading this for the first time do was such an emotional experience for me because while I couldn't relate to them as peers, I could relate to them as an adult and seeing that they are just children who are going through these things. And this book is so devastating. The prose is very simple. It feels so true to being a teenager. And when I read the Q&A section in the back and learned that S.E. Hinton wrote this when she was 16, that made perfect sense to me. I never cry at books, but there were quite a few times where I felt myself getting a little bit teary-eyed reading this. It is so beautiful. I cannot wait to watch the movie now. I know that it's an absolute Brat Pack classic. Let me know if you have read The Outsiders, if you loved the movie, who your favorite character is, if there's any similar books that you would recommend to me as a fan of this book, because this took me on such a journey. I read the whole thing in 48 hours, and I just want to keep the feeling going. I have a couple of picks for what I want to read next, and they are also classics that are big blind spots for me. So stay tuned if you want to keep following my journey.